Hey, what's up out there, YouTube and Facebook, man? This your boy Russell in Motion, stopping in to the palace once again with the priestess Isis, and we got Shazad. He's one of her clients that just came in. And dude, man, I wish you guys could have heard the conversation that was going down, but I didn't have my camera ready in time. But the brother is very insightful, and I got to talk to him a little bit, and the how he got here to ISIS is a story in itself. So, Shazad, man, what's up?
We doing all right today. How y'all doing out there, world? We with ISIS, the best dreaded natural hair designer, period. I got here, I've been traveling to this destination for a couple years now. Basically, it just happened, the stars lined up. Someone told me about her, gave a distinguishment in between her and the normal people out here doing things. And, that's something that abstracts me, and, from there, it took a while for me to get into contact with her. I called her a couple times, more than a couple times actually, for a series of months on and off, and she was very busy. The phone was always busy, so naturally that creates an intriguement. And I'm a determined individual. I'm a man that knows what I want. And I don't go astray from those things. So here we are a couple years later, and I'm finally getting it done. And I'm just enjoying her. She's a good person, more so than stylist. It's a reflection of who she is. So, today we're getting it done, and I'm gonna send you all to ISIS.
Say, before we get to that, let's get a little bit more insight. How was your hair? How did you wear your hair before you came to ISIS? Like, what was you into?
Well, I've always, it's cultural for me to be, natural. It's in my bloodline for me to I've always been natural. It's just a symbolization of strength for a black man, and the longer your hair is, the more royal you are, as me and Isis were talking earlier, So that's something that I always had instilled in me. And, I've grown my hair actually a couple times in my life, so this time I just wanted to do something different, and I wanted it to be, going into that manhood perspective or chapter in my life. And, you can't go back to being a boy, once you become a legitimate man. And for that, I know that, growing my hair, or in the sense of locking my hair, is a way that I can sustain or cement that chapter in my life in for permanent. So, that's one thing that, inspired me to go ahead and lock my hair. It was more so cultural, I have a family background that some of them have had locks in the past, and, just more so of strength, longevity. And,
Right.
Before then, I was basically just growing my hair out. I had got it, typical braids to that nature, but I never really let too many people touch my hair. It's something that's precious to me. It's a part of me. So, I don't just allow anyone to just, go into my head. So, it's one of those things. I did have braids, and then, after that it was just, a more matter of timing, and when the opportunity would come for us to be able to, get the job done.
So, Shazad, now you had expectations of what was going to happen. With transitioning to a different style. You go through so many different things. What do you got to say about your experience so far? I mean, we all know she doesn't use combs. She doesn't use chemicals or anything like that. Tell us about what you truly feeling about your experience so far with ISIS.
Well, it's like being free. Obviously a lot of people don't really know what that feels like, but it's more so of a relief. It gives you a everlasting type of energy. So I guess you could say for a normal person, they would say it feels great, steady, But more so, it's more so not about my hair. The hair is just one of those things, as Isis was saying, that led two superior beings to collide or come and complement to each other in some type of way. So it's been a pleasure thus far.
So it's not just getting your hair done, your soul is getting a remake too, huh?
Right. Yes, it's more so of a replenishing, fulfilling moment of the soul. One of those type of things.
All right, all right. Well, hey man, we appreciate you putting Isis down like that.
Absolutely.
Now we're gonna swing the camera over for everybody to see what Isis is doing. Come on, Isis, tell us what's going on.
Peace and love, everybody, and welcome back to the Temple of Isis. I'm flattered. I mean, God, He has such wisdom, and He said something about touching the head and it being very sacred, and I believe that the Spirit of God lives in the hair, and the hair is just another symbol of your antennas. And I teach that and I live that. Also, he came in with all this beautiful mane and he asked for locks. So I did 3 demonstrations for him and he chose this technique. And this is a technique that I learned from Joanne Cornwell back in 1997. And what I'm doing is I'm locking his hair from the bottom up. And I'm using the tip of this comb to kind of help me navigate through it. It's very thick, it's very rich hair. You can tell he comes from a very rich and thick background. So I'm taking parts of the hair in a block formation, and I'm starting, if the camera can pan in on me closer, I'm starting from, make sure I got the right parting formation first before I do one. Okay, so I'm starting from the bottom of his hair and working my way up. And once it's done, it's gonna look a lot like this. And a lot of people would say, okay, your hair is too long, or how about using gel, creams, and beeswax? And with all this hair, I mean, at no point is it necessary to use beeswax on your hair to start your locks, but definitely not on hair that this long. He has lockable hair. It's a very nice curl pattern, and it feels very tightly textured, but it's very soft. It feels like it can lock very easily, and it will. So I wanted to share this with you and say, go out and tell your friends and tell everybody that they can come to the best. Why even bother with the rest? You're listening to Naturally Isis.
Isis, don't say bye yet. Isis, don't bye yet. No, give us one more second. Now, Isis, is very important. It's very important with everybody that's been calling and because he said it's kind of hard to get in touch with you. We need help with Naturally Isis. We need aspiring
people, inspiring natural hair lovers, those that are coming out of high school, those that are in college. I'm looking for you to train you to do what I'm doing. I'm ready to pass the baton as I've been for the last 20 years. So if you have cousins and nieces and those that you know that would be great at learning these skills, I am here. I'm willing to teach and help. And plus, we're trying to build our team because we are going to be the most sought after natural hair care institution in the world. So if you know anyone and if you're interested yourself and you're listening, please contact us at naturallyisis.com or I apologize. Russ will update his camera real soon. We're getting ready to have a lot of wealth and a lot of sponsors helping us update our equipment. But anyway, here's the number: 214-329-3820. 214-329-3820. Or contact us at Naturally Isis. And until next time, can I go now?
Yes.
Mwah.